Star Wars 7x7, episode 1853. Today, the final of our 3 summer rewind episodes, and a shorter one by comparison with the last 2. But this one also features an interview with Anthony Breznican, the former senior writer from Entertainment Weekly for all things Star Wars and much more. Here we go. Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod and this is Star Wars 7x7. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode, and one more time, Anthony Breznican has moved on to bigger and better things. He is no longer with Entertainment Weekly, where he was, among other things, the senior writer for all things Star Wars related, a tremendous source of information and insight. And when I was at Celebration Orlando, because it was the 40th anniversary of Star Wars that year in 2017, the question that I was asking to everybody at Celebration Orlando was, what's your favorite Star Wars memory? And I happened to catch up with Anthony in a random location in the middle of nowhere in one of the halls. Like, it was just one of those wonderful bits of serendipity. And so I asked him the question, and he had a really good answer for it too. I really enjoyed it, and I think you will enjoy it as well. So I'm going to share his response to that after the break. And of course, before we go, I want to say, may the Force be with you wherever in the world you may be. But for now, hang on for just a moment, and right after the break, Anthony Breznican shares his favorite Star Wars memory. This episode is brought to you by Constant Contact, the premier email marketing solution for small businesses and organizations. I've used their service since 2003, and over the past decade and a half, I've watched them evolve, make the product simpler, more powerful, easy to use, and do everything that they can to help train people to use the product more effectively and for it to work with other forms of marketing like social media, for example. So check out sw7x7.com/email to learn more about Constant Contact and start a free trial. Once again, that is sw7x7.com/email for a free trial. Anthony Breznican, Entertainment Weekly. What is your favorite Star Wars memory?
So the timeline is a little fuzzy because I was a very little kid, but I guess it would have been summer, early 80s, possibly 81. I had seen The Empire Strikes Back, and I loved it. I loved Yoda. I had all the action figures. And, you know, I was about 4.5 years old. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really know anybody in my neighborhood. Like, all I knew was, like, my family, you know, that age. You don't really get out much when you're 4. But my dad and I were walking down the street to go to the local corner store to get some candy for me, some probably lottery tickets for him, And as we walk through four houses down from us, there's a kid on his knees, and he's got like a little brown cloak on and a stick, and he goes, Yoda, Jedi Master.
Nice.
So I look up at this kid, and I go, shut up.
No, you didn't.
You are not. And my dad, as we walked along, was like, you're really rude. Like, that was really rude. Why did you say that? I'm like, well, he wasn't Yoda. That's not Yoda. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, well, he's pretending like you pretend. So, like, I felt really terrible. So the next day, I was allowed to walk on my own down to this kid's house, and I knock on his door, boom, boom, boom. His mom answers. And I'm like, is that kid here? It says he's Yoda. So she brings him out. And I'm like, I'm really sorry I told you to shut up. I just meant that you weren't Yoda, but I like to play Star Wars too, so I get it. I understand. I'm sorry I said shut up. And he's like, that's okay. My name's Joey. I'm like, my name's Anthony. And we became best friends. And we played Star Wars every summer after that until we were grown. And all of those memories of playing with the action figures, seeing the movies, collecting the I think they were Burger King glasses.
Yeah.
You know, that was our first look back then. Like, first look at Return of the Jedi is on this Burger King glass tumbler. And, like, he and I shared all that. And, you know, he had a Wookiee suit for Halloween that he would wear out in the sweltering summers. So, like, it all started with, Yoda, Jedi Master. And me saying, shut up.
And you've been practicing that Yoda voice, haven't you?
That's actually my natural speaking voice. I put on this normal voice just for appearance's sake.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
This podcast is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox. It is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other related Star Wars items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright 2019 by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.